Swahili walking in the forest. While walking through the forest one day, John found a strange, solitary puppy. Feeling sorry for it, he decided to take it home. He soon took the puppy to a vet, who was visibly stunned by its appearance. John often wandered the nearby woods to unwind after work, equipped with binoculars and a video camera to capture the beauty around him. One warm spring afternoon, he heard an unusual mix of squeaks and crunches coming from the bushes, piquing his curiosity and causing his heart to race. As he carefully pushed aside the branches, he discovered a tiny, helpless creature that resembled a puppy but looked unique. Its nearly bare, pinkish skin and large head made John wonder if it was a hairless breed. The puppy, exhausted and shivering, seemed to be pleading for help, filling John with compassion. Its appearance seemed unusual. As John approached, he wondered how long the puppy had been struggling alone. It looked frail and scared, its tiny body trembling. He knew he couldn't leave it behind. Taking off his jacket, he gently wrapped the puppy, feeling a surge of responsibility to care for it. When he picked it up, he could feel its rapid heartbeat and noticed its warm, slightly rough skin, accompanied by a distinct scent. As he carried it home, he observed its strikingly large eyes framed by long lashes, an elongated muzzle with a small nose, and oversized paws. Its short, thick tail added to its unique charm, making John question why he felt such a strong connection to this little creature. The man tried to remember. John had never seen puppies like these before and was curious about their origins. He couldn't recall ever hearing of such a breed. Suddenly, one puppy let out a desperate cry, and John's heart raced as he hurried home, fearing it might not survive in his arms. When he arrived, his wife Sarah gasped at the sight of the unusual puppy. "Where did you find him?" she asked, both curious and concerned. John explained he found the abandoned puppy in the woods and couldn't just leave it. Feeling compassion for the little creature, Sarah suggested they feed it. She heated some milk to bottle feed the puppy, but it turned away, refusing to eat. They tried minced meat, vegetable puree, and baby food, but nothing worked. As the puppy grew weaker, panic set in. Its breathing became labored, and its eyes fluttered. In desperation, Sarah suggested they call the veterinary clinic for advice. John, filled with worry, agreed. The couple began to panic. Despite the late hour, they rushed to the 24-hour veterinary clinic as the puppy trembled in Sarah's arms, whimpering softly as if saying goodbye. John drove quickly, praying they would arrive in time to save the little dog. At the clinic, they were met by a weary veterinarian named Mike, who frowned at the puppy and swiftly led them to the examination room. "Where did you find him?" he asked as he began his examination. While waiting anxiously in the hallway, John and Sarah held hands, hearing clattering from the room and Mike giving urgent orders to a nurse. The minutes stretched on painfully, filled with dread. Finally, Mike emerged, looking grave. "I stabilized him, but I've never seen a puppy like this. We need to run further tests," he said, wiping sweat from his brow. They spent a restless night at the clinic, taking turns watching over Buddy, the name they had given the puppy. Hope surged when Buddy attempted to stand, a sign he might be improving. Buddy spent another day in the clinic. The couple felt a mix of relief and anxiety about Buddy's strange legs. After another day at the clinic, the vet, Mike, told them they could take the puppy home. He gave them a bag of nutritious food, the only thing Buddy would eat. John and Sarah were optimistic that everything would be fine. 2 days later, Mike called to check on Buddy and mentioned that his zoologist colleagues were intrigued by the unusual puppy, believing he might be a rare species. He asked if he could bring them to examine Buddy again, and the couple eagerly agreed, excited to learn more about their pet. Their home became a hub of scientific interest, with John fielding calls from Mike's colleagues. Despite the excitement, John and Sarah felt proud to contribute to important research. Professor Robert frequently contacted John with theories, fueling their hope of uncovering Buddy's origins. They tried to remain realistic to avoid disappointment but couldn't shake their curiosity. Every morning, they anxiously awaited updates from the vet. Over the week, Buddy grew stronger and more active, moving confidently around the house on his unique legs. A week passed. Buddy began to show signs of happiness, making cheerful sounds whenever Sarah brought him food. A few days later, the professor revealed that Buddy's DNA indicated he was a rare species of mammal not previously seen in the area. One evening, while John and Sarah were watching TV, the doorbell rang. 2 zoo employees introduced themselves and asked if the couple had found any unusual animals. They hesitated but were interrupted by Buddy's distinctive squeak. The employees requested to inspect the apartment, and the couple reluctantly agreed. Upon seeing Buddy, the men lit up. "Here he is, our runaway," one exclaimed, explaining that Buddy was a Barbarossa who had escaped from the zoo, leaving his mother distraught. They asked to take him back, and though it saddened John and Sarah, they knew it was best for Buddy. They petted him goodbye, shedding tears. The zoo staff thanked them for caring for Buddy and offered them lifetime free tickets. The couple frequently visited the zoo to watch him grow and play with his mother. They kept a photo of Buddy at home, cherishing the memory of their adventure, which they often shared with friends and family.